So guys, one of those capacities you really want with your gear is the ability to control it. This video is going to be a Q&A video, it's going to be a mail time video, it's going to be a giveaway video. It's also going to be a slightly advisory video. So the setup you just saw me run was my Glock 19 with a PowerTac Mark Mini. I must be honest, very impressive. Like PowerTac is a company out of the US. Their stuff is made in China, but I believe designed in the US, and the company's in the US. I don't know. But very impressed with the Mark Mini, but I do need to give you some information about how you should run this. Now, as you can see, my firearm is out of battery. That's because I am running a Glock Cube, right? A Glock Cube allows you to get trigger reset. So when you run your drills, you can fire multiple theoretical shots. Obviously, you're not going to get recoil, but you're going to get that finger control. And if you're running a red dot like I am, you can look through that dot and you can see what your finger is doing to the firearm. Similarly, you can also, when using the dot, see what your support hand is doing to the firearm, especially when activating a flashlight. So we're going to talk about the flashlight activation quickly. The important thing for me with a weapon mounted light is I want control over it. I want to be able to put it on and off, momentary on, momentary off, at will, within control, and it mustn't be overly complicated. I really like the PowerTac's buttons because they are literally press forward buttons. See that? Literally press forward. Momentary, you hold it for momentary and you tap it for constant. There's something I do just have to add. Obviously, guys, this firearm is empty and safe. It's out of battery. Don't stress. There's no live rounds in the vicinity. I was just doing that drill earlier on for demonstrative purposes. There's something I do need to explain though. I've seen people run this light all the way back against the trigger guard. Right? Now, this is going to be hand specific, and I have normal size hands. This is the size of a Glock 19 in my hand. I've got normal size, not freaking gorilla hands. When I'm running the firearm with the flashlight directly against the front of the trigger guard, in order to activate it, because it's a forward push, I have to bring my thumb down and literally push on it with my nail, with my fingernail, because it's very hard to get that dexterity with the pad of your hand without defeating your grip slightly. So if you do get one of these, right, instead of running it, how can I best show this? Instead of running it all the way against the trigger guard, you want it against and one click forward, like about there, right? Then lock it down. What that means is now with your support hand, you're there with the pad of your thumb, and it's way easier. Full grip. Right, that's my full firing grip. Bring my finger down, and there we go. Momentary, constant. So just like a buyer's guide, a buyer's tip, if you are finding it difficult on the Mark Mini to activate the switches with your support hand, just put it one click forward on the rail, and it's way easier, and you have way more control. I really like this light. It's got the lumens aren't as high, it's like 500 odd lumens. I'm going to try to shine it against the wall behind me, but the candela, right? Let's see if it comes up. Look at that hot spot. Look, that's a really good example. Obviously, there's more light, but my camera is adjusting, and I've got it set with a very low ISO. But look at that hot spot. You could almost just put that on someone and shoot the hot spot, right? That's what I really like about this. So this is the Mark Mini, and this is the PL Mini 2. Look at the difference. The PL Mini 2 is more of a flooder than a thrower, and it can't punch through my lighting, right? The PL Mini 2 can't punch through the lighting because it doesn't have as much candela as the Mark Mini that has. The Mark Mini has 22.5K candela. That's about the same as a PL Pro, and I think, if my memory serves me, I could be wrong, I think the X300 is around 1800K candela. So really, really cool light. And as you can see, it's punching through and defeating my studio lighting that I've got going on here. So I'm really, really enjoying the Mark Mini. Okay, so let me just put this guy back on, and then I'll do a pocket dump for you. And then we're going to open some mail and give away some really cool stuff. Let's do the pocket dump. Okay, in my left hand side pocket PowerTac Valor. Really like, I'm a really big fan of PowerTac, I have to be honest. I'm wearing my Urban Warrior pants, that's my cell phone, you carry whatever you want to carry. Belt, core essentials, it is really the only way to go. Holster, PowerTac Mark Mini. In my Southwest holsters, this holster is for the Boulder Mini, yeah. But the Mark Mini fits in there perfectly without a hitch. It's got a good retention click. If you do want this light, I highly recommend you get this holster with it. Very nice. And then my backup mag is a Magpul P-Mag. Right hand side pocket, good old Benchmade Griptilian. And then we're also running the Open 2, and on the right hand side hip, as you guys know, my Cold Steel Minitac in a Southwest holsters sheath. Guys, if you want this light, I highly recommend you get it with the Southwest holsters holster. It is a great little package. Talking about packages, let's open a package. So I know this is from Aziza over at CHS Guns, and we really always appreciate their support. They're good people, and what they've done is they've sent me a little package to give away. So this is how this giveaway works. First of all, I can tell you what's definitely going to be in this package is a Glock Cube. The way the Glock Cube works guys, if you didn't see my video, it's literally a cube like this that goes into your breech face, right? You then drop the slide, so you see you're now out of battery, okay? This allows you to pull the trigger and have it reset. I think it is an ingenious bit of kit. I personally believe 80% of firearm proficiency is done or can be done at home. The only thing it doesn't do at home is go bang, and that's where the other 20% comes in. Your speed, trigger control, grip, all those things can be done at home, and things like the Glock Cube make that very possible. When I was doing the drills early on, as you saw, I was using the cube to simulate the trigger press, light on, trigger press, light off, that sort of thing, working the flashlight to see how comfortable that is, because I am building a review on this light. But let's get to what is in here. So the way you enter this competition is quite simple. If you're watching this on Instagram, below is the link to CHS Guns Instagram page. Give them a follow. On this post, comment by tagging 2 friends. That gets you in. In about a week's time when I do the giveaway, I will randomly select the name through the random name picker, which I do on the channel, and that person wins. We then just cross-reference it to make sure that person is following CHS Guns, and you win what you're about to see. So, guys, I really, especially if you're in South Africa, I really want you to support the guys at DVC. They're the people who make these Glock Cubes. They have a CZ Cube as well, so don't feel left out. And what they are allowing me to give away is this full cleaning kit. Let's go through it. I'm going to do Q&A in a second, guys. Let's just go through this. Really cool CHS Guns patch. Really cool Glock Safe Action Pistols patch. Very nice. DVC Technology sticker. Some cleaning cloths. DVC Technologies slick grease in a tube, so you can control where it goes. One of the biggest causes of malfunctions is poor cleaning practices. Then got one of these. I'm not going to go through the names of every single thing. One of those that attaches to one of these. Then we've got DVC Technologies gun sanitizer. Sorry, it's very bright. Gun sanitizer. Can you see that? Work with me, camera. Anyway, it's gun sanitizer. And then, yeah, a whole canister filled with Glock Cubes. Very, very cool. That's a nice little package. I might chuck in a EDC for the EDC sticker or gear patch as well to sweeten the deal. So that is something every firearm owner needs. Okay, if you don't own a Glock, I'm sure they have CZ patches as well, CZ Cubes as well. But let's say you own something like a Smith & Wesson, a Sig, Asian K, whatever the case may be, you need that cleaning kit anyway. And if you don't need it, it's a really cool gift for a friend or family member who is a gun owner. So definitely jump on that. It's very simple, guys. Just comment below by tagging 2 friends and follow CHS Guns. If you're watching on YouTube, the link is in the video description below to CHS Guns and my Instagram page. If you're watching on Instagram, the link to CHS Guns is below. As I said, super simple. Comment below by tagging 2 friends and just follow CHS Guns. How simple can it be? If you want to follow me as well, you're welcome to, because then you will see when the draw takes place. I have a rule that any draw is only valid for 24 hours. If the person doesn't claim the prize within 24 hours, it rolls over to a second place winner who I also draw on the day that I draw the first place winner. So firstly, thank you to Aziza from CHS Guns. I do apologize for the vehicle noise in the background. Let's answer a few questions. We've got quite a few EDC questions this week, and I will try to get to some of them. Okay, so this is from, let's get the phone in the picture, from Rainer Smith. Except for general and safety requirements that responsible gun owners should always portray, do you have any advice or tips bringing a firearm home to your family, making them feel comfortable with the idea? Did you perform talk-throughs, in inverted commas, with your spouse, girlfriend, family, if the event should occur that someone enters the house? So, Rainer, the answer to that, in my opinion, is that knowledge is inoculation against fear. Okay? The more people know, the less they are afraid. I'm reminded of, you remember a guy called the Crocodile Hunter? What was his name? Oh, I can't remember his name. Please comment below what his name was. But he was a great guy, Australian dude. I loved watching his shows, intense enthusiasm. There was a big hoo-ha when he was still alive, because he was feeding a crocodile with his daughter. I think his daughter's name is Binby or something like that. And she was very young at the time, and people were like, why are you putting your daughter in danger? And he was like, if she knows from an early age what the indicators are for violence within reptiles and crocodiles and things like that, she will know, and she will not fear them, right? We fear what we don't understand. So my theory behind that is, I would say, if I was you and I was bringing a firearm home, let's say it was to my girlfriend, or maybe you still live at home. I still lived at home when I got my firearm originally, or to my mom, or whatever the case may be. I'll explain to them, look, firstly, I won't give them the option. If it's like my girlfriend or my wife or well, if it's female watching, husband, whatever, boyfriend, whatever, I would say, listen, I'm getting a firearm for my safety. I would like to educate you about that firearm for your safety. You don't ever have to use it. Never ever. I'm never going to make it your problem. Okay? If you never want to see it, it'll be virtually invisible 99.9% of the time. It'll never be outside of my control. But I would like to educate you about the functions of it, to A, inoculate you from fear of it, and B, if you so desire, you might be able to use it for the protection of yourself or our loved ones. But you don't ever have to. And then hear what that says. If they say no, listen, I want nothing to do with nothing, then you say it's fine. Look, you will never have to touch this gun, ever. So no matter what happens in life, you can steer clear. But it's not going to develop feet and walk itself over to your bedroom and shoot you or anything like that. But the more they know, the safer and more comfortable they will be. That's my opinion on that topic. And just general, any topic where people are generally fearful. The more you know, the less fearful you are. Okay. Next question. Okay, next question is from Namesh Carter. Hey Dan, curious to know, what do you do with your firearm if you're going out for the evening and know you'll be having one too many? That's very simple. No firearm if you're having one too many. That's the risk you have to take. Sometimes you have to forego the security of a firearm if you know you're going to be drinking. I'm sure you're talking about a few days ago when we were celebrating Michelle's birthday, and I knew I was going out, and I was like, look, you know, I'm going to have my knife on my hip, but not take the firearm, because I knew I was going to be drinking. I knew we were going to be having a good time. There was quite a few of us who were going to a very nice area. That doesn't mean we're safe, right? But sometimes you've got to take that risk. I know it's weird, but there's no circumstance under which I use my firearm while drunk, that I don't end up in trouble. It's not worth it, right? Even if I'm the good guy, there's going to be problems if I have one too many. Now, I'm never drunk out of my mind where I'm slurring around. Never ever. I do enjoy a drink, but never. I very rarely get drunk. But yeah, if you're going to be drinking and having one too many, that sucker has to stay at home. And I mean, they said 1-2 days out of the year where that's the reality. You have to also remember you have to live life. You can't live life in fear. And you can't forego the enjoyment of life because you carry a firearm. You've got to marry those two in a suitable relationship to where you're getting the best of both. For me, I very rarely have one too many. And I very rarely drink when I do go out because I usually do the driving. But on this occasion, we had planned it such that I wasn't going to drive, that myself and Michelle were going to enjoy ourselves, let our hair down. You got to do it every once in a while, guys. That is the point of living. But if I'm going to be drinking, firearm doesn't come with. From Grant Reston, I occasionally carry at 4 o'clock and have come to notice that after a long carry in this position, I develop lower back stiffness. Does anyone else experience this? What could be the cause? Am I cinching my belt too tight? Am I compensating with my posture? Any wisdom would be appreciated. I more often than not carry appendix and do so without any discomfort. Could be an interesting talking point. So what I think is happening is firstly make sure you have a proper gun belt that has good rigidness. But you're carrying at 4 o'clock. I think it sounds like you could be compensating with your posture, right? So a good technique I would do is look at yourself in the mirror, stand up straight with good posture, right? And then put your gun on and just stand there for 20 seconds, just look at yourself and see whether you are changing your posture accordingly. But do something else, like read a text or something like that, and then look up and check the difference in your posture, right? It does sound like you're compensating with posture, which is a bit strange for the carry position, but it could very well be that if you have a good gun belt that is able to distribute weight properly, then I think that's your problem. Just keep an eye on your posture. You always want to have good posture, carrying or not carrying. Good posture is good for you as a human being, right? So just monitor how you're carrying yourself when you are carrying in the 4 o'clock position. You don't want to arch your back too much, and you don't want to arch your back like this, and you don't want to bend your back like that in order to try to keep a firearm concealed. If you're not concealing well, look at your belt, look at your holster, possibly even look at your firearm. But don't try to aid concealment by changing your posture. Okay, and then last and quickly, I had a quick question for you for your next Q&A. Hope not too personal. When you go to the bathroom while running AIW before number 2, do you take your holster off, and does it become a hassle? Doesn't want the name to be shared. Really enjoy your videos. Until next time, cheers. So when I go to the bathroom, it will usually be our bathroom for a number 2. We have like a little pedestal type thing next to our bathroom where I put my firearm on. If I go to someone else's bathroom and I can lock the door, I would do the same. I would lock the door, and if I can't find a place, then the Core Essentials gun belt is rigid enough to where I can take my pants down and it can sort of rest on the inside of my pants while I'm doing what I need to do. So I don't have to take my firearm off when I go to the bathroom. Having a good rigid gun belt means you can loosen it. So like, let me see if I can give you an example. I'm not going to take my pants off, but I can loosen this belt, right, to a point where this pants is now super loose. And if I needed to, I could take this loose here, pull this down, and I could pull this pants off while, see how loose that is, right? But because I've got the proper size clips and the proper size belt, the gun stays on the belt. So yeah, you could be wanting a proper gun belt. You could be struggling with your gun belt, but depending on the situation, if I can take it off and I can put it in a safe place near me. Public bathrooms, I very rarely do that in public bathrooms. Yeah, if I have to, I would definitely keep it on me. You know, not put it in a backpack and hang it on a door or anything like that. I would keep it close to me, like probably just as like my pants down, let it lay on the inside of my pants if my belt can't support it. But public bathroom, it would definitely be within reach of me. Private bathroom, like at the home or something, there's generally a surface on which you can put your holster. And if not, just keep it on your belt. Guys, That's it. If you want to win those awesome prizes, comment below by tagging 2 friends and follow CHS Guns. I will see you guys. I'm going to do a Ghost Recon video soon, where I try to play as like a South African Special Forces team. More than likely the Reckies, and we're a group of 4. Well, me and the computer control characters. I hope you enjoyed. I really enjoyed making it. Well, I'm still busy making it, and I'm really enjoying because I like playing Ghost Recon. I'll see you guys soon. I'm going to be talking about this light a lot more often because I think it is the bee's knees. And if you're paired with the Southwest holsters, you are properly running some good quality gear. I can't like really recommend it yet because I'm still in testing phase. But my testing of it, as you saw, I love the control factor. It's going really well. So I think it's gonna be a really good addition to our EDC here in South Africa. That is it, guys. I will see you soon. Have a good week. Be safe, try not. Cheers. God bless.